Section 1 of Wings and the Child. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Cori Samuel. Wings and the Child, or The Building of Magic Cities, by Edith Nesbit. To the Reader. When this book first came to my mind, it came as a history and theory of the building of magic cities on tables, with bricks and toys and little things such as a child may find and use. But as I kept the thought by me, it grew and changed, as thoughts will do, until at last it took shape as an attempt to contribute something, however small and unworthy, to the science of building a magic city in the soul of a child, a city built of all things pure and fine and beautiful. As you read, it will, I hope, seem to you that something of what I say is true. In much, no doubt, it will seem to you that I am mistaken. But however you may disagree with me, you will, I trust, at least have faith in the honesty of my purpose. If I seem to you to be too dogmatic, to lay down the law too much as though I were the teacher and you the learner, I beg you to believe that it is in no such spirit that I have written. Rather it is as though you and I, spending a quiet evening by your fire, talked together of the things that matter, and as though I laid before you all the things that were in my heart, not stopping at every turn to say, "Do you not think so too?" and "I hope you agree with me," but telling you, straight from the heart, what I have felt and thought, and I humbly say, known about children and the needs of children. I have talked to you as to a friend, without the reservations and apologies which we use with strangers. And if, in anything, I shall have offended you, I entreat you to extend to me the forgiveness and the forbearance which you would exercise towards a friend who had offended you, not meaning to offend, and to believe that I have spoken to you as frankly and plainly as I would wish you to speak to me, were you the writer and I the reader. E. Nesbit. Part 1, Chapter 1 of Understanding. It is not with any pretension to special knowledge of my subject that I set out to write down what I know about children. I have no special means of knowing anything. I do, in fact, know nothing that cannot be known by any one who will go to the only fount of knowledge, experience. And by experience I do not mean scientific experience, that is, the recorded results of experiments, the tabulated knowledge wrung from observation. I mean personal experience, that is to say, memory. You may observe the actions of children and chronicle their sayings, and produce from these, perhaps, a lifelike sketch of a child, as it appears to the grown-up observer. But observation is no key to the inner mysteries of a child's soul. The only key to those mysteries is in knowledge, the knowledge of what you yourself felt when you were good and little and a child. You can remember how things looked to you, and how things looked to the other children who were your intimates. Our own childhood, besides furnishing us with an exhaustless store of enlightening memories, furnishes us with the one opportunity of our lives for the observation of children, other children. There is a freemasonry between children, a spontaneous confidence and give and take, which is and must be for ever impossible between children and grown-ups, no matter how sympathetic the grown-up, how confiding the child. Between the child and the grown-up there is a great gulf fixed, and this gulf, the gulf between one generation and another, can never be really bridged. You may learn to see across it a little, or sometimes in rare cases to lean very far across it, so that you can just touch the tips of the little fingers held out from the other side. But if your dealings with those on the other side of the gulf are to be just, generous, noble and helpful, they must be motivated and coloured by your memories of the time when you yourself were on the other side, when you were a child full of your own hopes, dreams, aims, interests, instincts and imaginings. And over against you, kindly perhaps, tenderly loving, often
Sample complete. Ready to continue?